One final draft profile for you here for today. It's Tij Iginla. That last name may sound familiar. Left shot forward, currently playing in the WHL, 6 foot, 185 pounds, and just under 18 years old. Let's look at some of his stats from previous stops. We'll start with Rink Hockey Academy, Kelowna U18. 32 games played. He had 26 goals, 22 assists, 48 total points in 32 games. Last year, he played with the Seattle Thunderbirds in the WHL. 48 games, 6 goals, 12 assists, 18 total points, and then finished with the Canada Red U17 team and had 2 goals, 5 assists in 7 games. He played for the Kelowna Rockets in the WHL this past year. 47 goals, 37 assists in 64 games, as well as playing on the U18 team for Canada in the World Junior Championships. He had 6 goals, 6 assists in 7 games there. So got some scoring ability to him. But let's see what Scott Wheeler has to say. After playing his rookie season in a limited role with the WHL champion Seattle Thunderbirds, at times even scratched, Tij, the son of Jarome Iginla and the number 9 pick in the 2021 WHL Bantam Draft, was traded last June to Kelowna and took off with the Rockets in his draft year, regularly looking dangerous both off the rush and attacking inside the offensive zone. He is an excellent skater who can beat you in a straight-out race, cut past you laterally with quick weight shifts, or build speed through tight crossover patterns around the offensive zone. On the puck, he is a threatening individual creator who can create in knifing bursts and works quickly to put defenders on their heels, attacking on angles and jumps. Off of it, he's got great instincts for jumping into gaps in coverage to get open for his line mates. His snapshot, which has a traditional look to it and is more wrists than leverage than the curl and drag you commonly see now, is a major weapon, consistently beating goalies cleanly with both its pop and how quickly it comes off. He's got high-end handling. He's got impressive hands in tight and always seems to handle his first touch at speed, even when pucks are put into his feet. And adjustability, which blends with real creativity to create an often dynamic one-on-one player. He's also a fan favorite type who gets after it on the forecheck and involves himself in the play, often with some sneaky strength, though Wheeler thinks his defensive awareness and consistency still need to come. Add in NHL puck skill and a dangerous and heavy wrister from mid-range, and you've got a fun player and prospect. Add in the emergence of a power game that has seen him really begin to see him take pucks to the inside and drive the net, and suddenly you've got a perimeter and interior offensive threat who has strength, speed, skill, and scoring in his profile. He's got a top 6 scoring skill jump profile. Some NHL scouts may not be as sold on him as many in the public sphere are, and he didn't dominate at U18s like some hoped he would, though he was impactful. But he's got a ton of tools, and they've come along at an exciting rate. He's going to score goals and make plays in the NHL. The hockey writers have this to say about Tij Iginla. Dayton Reimer: when your dad is in the Hockey Hall of Fame, it can be hard to emerge from his shadow. Jarome Iginla was renowned for the intensity and work ethic he brought to every game, leading to the unofficial title as the last of the great power forwards. He was also a talented goal scorer. Despite leaving the team over a decade ago, he still holds the Calgary Flames record for the most career goals and most career points. His number 12 was retired in 2019 and hangs in the Saddledome's rafters alongside Lanny McDonald's number 9. That's a big legacy to live up to, but Jarome's 17-year-old son, Tij Iginla, looks like he can do it. First, the points. Tij finished his draft season with 47 goals and 84 points in 64 games, surpassing Jarome's 1994-95 totals by 14 goals and 13 points. While his father blended physicality with a good shot, Iginla has shown much better skill with the puck. He has an incredibly quick release that can pack a lot of power, and he can fire the puck from any angle. On top of a strong shot, Iginla also has very soft hands, and the control he shows with the puck is just a fraction lower than elite puck handlers like Berkeley Catton. He can move the puck so quickly between his stick that opponents are left stumbling, which he uses to create space for either himself or a teammate for a scoring opportunity. When pressured, he's strong on his stick too, stretching the puck away from him almost as far as he can, yet maintaining complete control, using his frame and skating to protect the puck from an attacker. Speaking of his skating, aiding Iginla's puck handling is his agility. He's not the slowest player on ice, and nor is he the fastest, but he's strong on his skates, allowing him to get the most out of his edges. He can change direction in a fraction of a second and still have enough momentum to pull off the same move 2 or 3 more times. When he doesn't have the puck, he is constantly moving, putting himself in good positions to pick up a pass or create a turnover. Watching Iginla cycle through the neutral zone or seeing him pick up a loose puck and pass it to a teammate in one fluid movement hints at the high level of intelligence he has at his disposal. Like so many other top-tier snipers, he is always watching the play develop and can predict where it will go, which allows him to be in the best position for his team on both offense and defense. He's not always as consistent when defending, but given that he's already thinking about the game faster than most of his peers, that's not a big issue at this level. He was fantastic at the Kubota Top Prospects game this season, and although he didn't show up on the scoreboard, he was involved in every play and was named player of the game. Tij will never outgrow the comparisons to Jerome, and scouts are quick to point out that he doesn't have the same strength or physicality as his father. That's just the burden of having such a famous father. But on top of being a hard-nosed player, Jerome was known for his high character, and it's obvious that he instilled a lot of that into his children. Tij is a hard worker, and while he can improve in some of the more physical parts of the game, he's shown that he has what it takes to make a name for himself in the future. Draft projection. Iginla is all but guaranteed to go in the top half of the 2024 NHL draft, but how high is another question. He's been one of the fastest rising prospects, and there's little that he can't do, which has been on full display in the Western Hockey League playoffs. Already he has 6 goals and 22 shots in 4 games, including a hat trick in Game 1. That will likely boost him up slightly, but reports have revealed that the Montreal Canadiens, who will likely pick within the top 10, have met with the 2024 prospect 4 times this season. While the Canadiens have a habit of reaching for players they like, I think it's more likely he still falls right around where his dad went, 11th overall in 1995. His NHL potential. Iginla will slide in easily to a top 6 spot in the future. He already has plenty of pro habits, and he continues to build strength. He'll become a dangerous sniper who will be impossible to knock off the puck. I think his style of the game is similar to Chris Kreider's, as both players are hardworking, goal-scoring wingers who aren't afraid to use physicality, but it's not their preferred method, and they instead rely on high intelligence and superior puck handling to create opportunities. However, even if he doesn't reach that potential, he'll be a surefire NHLer in 2 to 3 seasons. Sign me up for that. High intelligence and good prowess on offense. That is something that I think the Wild definitely could use. And again, somebody that with a good shot and good skating, be a good spot for the Minnesota Wild to go. So there is your Tij Iginla NHL draft profile.